Hey guys, my name's Frank. I had a question come on one of my sources through email, and this subscriber wanted to know, how do I go about finding a trucking partner, somebody that I can team with? I'm a solo. I'm not married to somebody that wants to drive. I want to find somebody new. So let's get right to it. You're interested in doing what we do, and if you've watched the channel for any amount of time, you know that you have to find somebody to do it. So I'm going to tell you, if it was me and I was looking for somebody, how I would go about doing it. And so there are a couple of sources, two main sources. The first one is somebody that we've talked about many times on the channel, expeditersonline.com. Expeditersonline.com. All of these things I'm going to put in a link below so that you can click the links and go right to these places. When you get to expeditersonline.com, you're going to go to the forums and the community, and you're going to create an account, with your handle and how to get a hold of you and all of that. So when you do that, that gives you access to different sections inside of Expeditors Online, where people talk about new things in the industry, old things in the industry, and it's just a wealth of information. It really is. And you can go through there and start looking, and it has a search function, and you can look for people who are actually trying to do the same thing that you want to do. That is just one way, and like I said, I'll link it down below. So make sure that, if you want to find out, you didn't write it down, check down below, expeditersonline.com. Another one. This is a very common one that a lot of people don't know about. FedEx Custom Critical. A lot of people have created independent groups about expediting in those carriers, and also in just trucking groups and expediting groups. And I'll put the links to some of those down below also. You can also I'll put the name, you can also just search the groups, FedEx Custom Critical, in the search bar on Facebook, and click groups, and it'll bring up all the groups. Same thing with expediting. You can find all of these things. There's groups on there that I am a member of that are people just looking for jobs, or people that are posting for driving positions. I will answer questions if they're asked and they pertain to me and I have the knowledge base for it. I want you to understand something though. This is the caveat. I want you to understand, when you are teaming with somebody else, there are things that you need to think about that a traditional team, which is people who know each other, a couple of some sort, where they are team driving together. And here's the differences. I talked to you about the money that you can earn, an average of $60,000 a year per driver. When you're talking about a team that is a same household team, that they're sharing the bills, they're sharing the money, then they are going to reap double the money. So when I talk about $60,000 a year average and up, some a little less, some a lot more, you are going to reap the benefit of that joint income and expenses. The other thing is the logistics of two people who might have different goals, trying to team with each other, live geographically in different locations, how they're going to get from one place to another. We have one team that is not a same household team, came to drive for us. They live in the Northwest in Washington, and I just saw on Facebook today Scott was catching a flight back home, and that is something that you're going to have to contend with. You're going to have to contend with the logistics of two people living. I have friends of mine who drive for the company. One lives in Kentucky, the other one lives in Iowa. They have to figure out the logistics of who's going to go home this time, who's going to go home that time, who's going to keep the truck, who's going to fly. There a lot more thought goes into it. So yes, you can find somebody and you can email me and you can set up an appointment to talk to me. And if you're solo, I don't have a lot of information for you other than what I've already given you in this video. But if you already have a teammate, or you have somebody that thinks they want to do this, I hope that you can take something from it. If you have any questions or comments, something that I didn't cover, please make sure you leave a comment. And also, please, it's important to me, hit that like button. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the content. If there's any questions, put them in the comments down below, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.